Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Number one. Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Housing Development Progress. In Nigeria. Housing Development Progress. In Africa. Housing Development Program and the globe. Number one, Housing Development Program.
Hello and welcome to another informative episode of Housing Development, your go-to source for trending housing information in Nigeria and beyond. As always, I am Fleur Ani, your housing diva. Real estate fraud happens when scammers use real estate as a cover to steal your money with a promise of helping you secure the best property. This brings attention to how thorough emerging buyers should be when buying properties, especially first-time home buyers. On the program today, we shall be discussing curtailing scam in the Nigerian real estate sector and the way out. These and more will be coming your way right after the news making rounds in the sector. I will be back in a moment.
Lafarge Africa PLC Road Cement brand, RoadCem, a product of one of Nigeria's innovative and sustainable building solutions companies, has been approved for use by the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. The product, which is environmentally friendly, increases the strength and load-bearing capacity of the roads, reduces the thickness of the pavement structure, and modifies the chemical and mineral structure of soil materials. According to the firm, the product has proven to be effective on several projects and ensures sub-base and base improvement, fewer breakdowns of the road, long-term durability and cost savings. The Director of Highways, Materials, Geotechniques and Quality Control, Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Osita Ezedozie, an engineer, said it followed the improved performance observed from the tests, pilot study and evaluation of RoadCem over ordinary Portland cement in soil stabilization, and approval has been granted for the introduction and use of RoadCem for stabilization of soil in highway pavement sub-base course construction. The Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria has been urged to strategize and look for a way to address the challenge of building collapse in the country. The Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Mahmouda Maman, gave the directives during a courtesy visit by members of the council recently in Abuja. According to him, CUREN is a federal government-recognized regulatory body vested with elaborate mandates and powers to inspect and control building standards in Nigeria. Encourage the council to live up to its expectation by proposing solutions to this issue. The Kaduna State Governor, Uba Sani, has confirmed his participation in the 17th edition of Africa International Housing Show, AIHS, which is regarded as the largest housing and construction show in Africa. The confirmation was announced on Monday in Abuja by the CEO of Africa International Housing Show, Festus Adebayo. According to Adebayo, the administration of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is ready through his economic policies to attract investors into the country. To this end, AIHS 2023 will be collaborating with Nigeria Bureau of Statistics (NBS), Nigeria Mortgage Refinance, Federal Ministry of Works and Housing to find a lasting solution to the problem of data, which the former Minister of Housing, Barrister Babatunde Fashola, complained about throughout his tenure. Adebayo also added that there must be a lasting solution to data so as to enable planning and preferring of solution to some of the problems affecting the housing sector. Speaking of partnership, Adebayo noted that the issue of green housing and edge building is key in AIHS 2023. Hence, partnership with International Finance Corporation (IFC) is set to look into the area. Shelter Afrique is also not left out to support AIHS 2023 with strong presence on how to find a lasting solution to housing financing.
For more housing, finance, and construction news, do well to visit www.africanhousingnews.com. Owning a property is one of the best investment decisions anyone can ever take. However, one must be smart and follow the right procedure to avoid falling victim to property fraud. Speaking on how to curb fraud and real estate activities, Prince Sheyi Lufradeju, the Chairman Board of Trustees, Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, has identified the need to regulate the real estate profession. Take a listen.
The Nigerian real estate sector is currently experiencing high rate of fraudulent activities. This comes handy in a time where many are in desperate need of owning a home, property, and securing a roof over their heads as tenants. With an estimated 20 trillion yearly contribution to the gross domestic product, 200 million population and a housing demand supply shortfall put over at 20 million units, Nigeria's property market is set to be an attractive investment destination for many. While major cities like Lagos, Ogun, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Ibadan, and others are becoming a beehive of construction activities and huge demand for housing, the government in these cities had in recent times been battling with fraudsters, mediated in over 150 petitions and complaints between property developers, landlords, and potential tenants. In order to curb fraud and ease real estate activities, Prince Sheyi Lufradeju, Chairman Board of Trustees, Redden, says there is need for registration of all professionals in order to regulate the real estate profession.
In order to control the incidence of fraud in real estate, there are quite a few issues that will come to be in place. And most importantly is the need for registration, for regulation of the profession of real estate. Because the profession of real estate is a profession, it's not a practice that anybody, a quack, somebody can just leave any other type of employment, whether teaching or civil service or whatever they are doing, and just come because they have people who can give them maybe contact to acquire land or to acquire funding, and they just come into the profession like that. No, it cannot be so. If we continue to keep it on that way, then of course the incidence of fraud will continue to occur.
For Prince Sheyi, individuals who are in need of purchasing a property must take precautionary measures with the right agencies and departments so as not to be misguided.
Well, I guess if you want to acquire land, the issue of land is a big problem in the country, and you find a lot of quacks who are dealing in land who say they have land titles which are fake titles and things. I think the best thing to do is to ensure that you are in contact with the regulatory agencies, the land information people, the land departments of the various governments. You must go to them and ensure that you are getting the right information for acquisition of land in any part. Dealing with people who are carrying papers around, CFOs around, will not be of good use, because most of these papers they are carrying around, they are fake documents. They cannot stand the test of time.
Prince Shailu Fadejudia, the Chairman Board of Trustees, HDAN, as he has identified the need to regulate the real estate profession. Now moving on, real estate agents are the first point of contact when buying a property. The primary role of an agent is to match you with your desired property of choice. But the reverse has been the case recently with the high rate of fraudulent activities. Now let's listen to these Nigerians on Voices on the Streets as they air their opinion on the role of real estate agents in getting housing.
That they are agents, and at times not just an agent the way they are. They are also agent of 419. So at times when you pay to them, or they'll come and tell you in the name of buying a house, and then you discover that the real thing is not even there. So at times they are scammers. So that is my own view on.
The agent helped me. If I can gather money that time, I don't have the complete money to pay him. Then he helped me, and I really appreciate what he did. Make me to get the place. If not, I can't pay him that day complete. It's not a cause, it's a blessing. There is a little challenge, but it's a blessing. If he couldn't help me in that way, and he did not explain it very well for me, no, I can't get the house. Now I'll still be paying rent. So he helped me, it's a blessing. Let me say it in general.
Some of them are not... they did not specialize in it. They didn't study it, and they did not register. Some of them are dupers. They will take people's money, promising them, come today, come tomorrow. You don't get anything out of them. Some of them will open office. It will not take them 2 months to close and run away. A lot of people are complaining that these agents are not the real estate agents. I want them even to have maybe an official place where people register. It's like quack. A lot of quacks are everywhere. Some of the houses or land they will show people. The people building, they will build little. They will collect people's money. They will not give them anything. They run away. And some of them encroaches in people's plots. If you buy the land and you give them money, you enter into trouble. So what will happen is that, like the estate surveyors, let them have an organization that will be controlling all this, especially in this city like Abuja. It's not something that you spend money. There is no house, even 1 bedroom is more than 400,000. That you now go and spend your money and spend it just like that.
You know they do well, because instead we then go collect less, then go like collect plenty on top of what the person is. And at the end of the day, maybe those houses are not even genuine. You end up battling with your landlord and all these kinds of things. You know? If they can be able to go direct to the owner of the house, then I don't think there is any issue. You know, one thing with Nigeria, when you are privileged to get something, instead of at least consider ourselves, you like to eat on top of your brother again. That's the major problem that we're having, honestly speaking. But if they do things right, who would they suffer again? Everybody, everything will work well the way it's supposed to be.
Honestly, what I think about them, some of them are doing the reality job, but some of them, they are scam. Like this friends taking money from somebody with not, you're not giving that person house. It's not a scam.
Basically for me, I think there are some disadvantage to it, because a lot of them, they actually extort people. Because I remember when I was about to rent an apartment somewhere in Jabi, they collected some fees from me, and I don't know. Even when I got to the house, I still have to like pay extra fee where they said that connection fee. So I paid like some percentage of the rent to the agent. To me, I don't think that should be an issue, because if you are paying for the house rent, you're supposed to have covered all those things. Maybe it's the landlord that's supposed to like pay them for bringing in a tenant. Yeah, there should be measures put in place whereby maybe if you are looking for an apartment, maybe there's a platform whereby you just log in. You see maybe the kind of houses you want. If it's maybe a 2-bedroom apartment, just a self-con, they will just list everything there, you just pay your fee, or you meet the owner of the house directly, whereby you don't have to pay extra charges. I think that should be okay.
Voices on the street then. Over the week, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Ogunniran Tinubu, paid a courtesy visit to Trademore residents to commiserate with families affected by flooding. Now, this report has full details.
The First Lady of Nigeria, Ogunniran Tinubu, has paid a courtesy visit to the residents of Trademore Estate, Abuja, over the unfortunate flooding incident that rocked the city a few weeks ago. The First Lady, who was represented by the wife of the Vice President of Nigeria, Nana Shettima, expressed her pain over the unfortunate incident.
She asked me to extend her sincere condolences, to commiserate with you, and to those that lost their family ones. She prayed God Almighty to grant them internal peace. To be candid, my presence here on behalf of the mother of the nation is for us to reach out to you and to show how compassionate Her Excellency Mrs. Ogunniran Tinubu. She is in philanthropy, and for those of you that know her so very well, she's also a legislator. Mr. Chairman, for sure I'm going to take your request to her.
Remi Tinubu, during the ceremony, gave a donation of 250,000 naira each to households affected by the June 23, 2023 flooding incident at the Trademore Estate in Lugbe, Abuja. The donation was in tandem with the First Lady's renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, a project she is promised to use to better the lives of Nigerians. According to her, the initiative's intervention is aimed at reducing the pains of the families while hoping that the incident will be permanently addressed. She urged the residents to keep hope alive and continue to support the good cause of the government with a promise not to let the residents down.
To be honest, we all know that flood is a natural disaster. For sure, it's something that can be preventable. And I want to seize this opportunity that we should not allow the flood to flow away our trust and confidence. We should keep hope alive. And inshallah, if there is way, there is will.
The chairman, Trademore Estate, Phase 3 at Adewale Adenaike, also expressed gratitude to the First Lady over the visit, saying humanity is more important than the blame game and demolition is not the solution to flooding.
I want to thank the mother of the country, the First Lady, Senator, Her Excellency Senator Ogunniran Tinubu, who was ably represented by Her Excellency Hajiya Nana Shettima, for coming here to commiserate with us and be part of what we're doing. Now, what goes on from here today is that at last, help is on the way. At last, government is ready to do something about this. Because as far as we are concerned, Mr. President and Mr. Vice President visited us today.
Yes.
That's what we're taking home. And we know and believe in this government that they will do what they say they will do. Now, I'm talking about the Development Control, FCDA. They know that the solution to the perennial flooding here has nothing to do with Trademore. Demolition will do nothing to us. They've demolished before, it's made the matter worse. So we want proper solution for it, which is engineering solution. We've proffered solution. We are asking them to come, let us sit down and let's work together. And that's exactly what the First Lady has done today, saying that they are ready to work with us.
57 affected families received their donations at the welcome ceremony in Abuja. The Africa International Housing Show, AIHS, is the #1 event for the housing and construction industry in Africa. Attending AIHS is the right move for you. Housing and construction shows are the epicenter of the industry. They are filled with attendees that are just like you. It is your number one opportunity to exhibit, network, make sales, and build relationships with other professionals in your industry. This event creates the avenue to meet your next business partner. You may learn from a fellow professional. You may meet a professional that provides you with a business solution. Meet that potential buyer for your products. Meet a strong investor that will take your business to the next level. AIHS focuses on every aspect of the built industry and market and bring an entire industry together. There is no better place to gain an overview of the industry and to take a deep dive into the industry with exhibitors you talk to, product demos you experience, education sessions you sit on, and everyone you meet during AIHS. Check out your competitors. AIHS is the perfect window to see what your competitors is doing. This gives you the opportunity to find out what is working for them so you can leverage this information to make educated business decisions about your own products, service, or business. Face-to-face interactions are priceless. The Housing and Construction Show gives you the opportunity to sit down face-to-face with prospects to convert them to customers. You will be interviewed at the venue to talk about your goods and services, which will be aired on AIT and TVC. AIHS is the best place to be, the first to discover upcoming trends, new products and services, and everything that is happening or about to happen in the industry. To learn more, visit our website www.africanhousingshow.com.
It is countdown to the 17th edition of Africa International Housing Show, 5 days to go. This is one event that has provided positive solutions to the housing sector growth in Nigeria. Now here is a look at the VIP guest speakers. edition of Housing Development. Thanks for watching. See you at the International Conference Center, Abuja for the 17th edition of Africa International Housing Show. I'll be there myself and I hope to see you soon. Until then, stay safe. I remain your housing diva, Flora Ami.